think it's next weekend. Our next round of Access, our entry-level teacher training, is happening. It's May 20th. So this is 8 weekends of training with, there was one other element I wanted to say and it left me. It doesn't matter. So it's eight weekends of training. Tina went through Access as well. So this is for anyone who wants to become a yoga teacher. It's for anyone who wants to deepen their practice and better understand when you see these posters up along the wall, like what is all this and how does this play into a practice and into teaching. And it's also for anyone that's just looking for a shift in their leadership. You learn, for me, that was the biggest thing that I got out of becoming a yoga teacher. Some of you are usually surprised to find I'm very introverted and I tend to like just hang out as a homebody. That's kind of like my natural environment. And so becoming a yoga teacher gave me the ability to communicate clearly, to be in leadership positions in general, and then also to be an empowering leader rather than like a type of leader. So it's good for that as well. So if you have any questions or you're interested at all, feel free to check in with me on the way out. Candy went through Access too. And let's go ahead and get started, and we'll do that in tabletop position. And so hands directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. And with your inhale, stretch your chest forward, look forward. And exhale, tuck your chin, pull your belly button up to your spine. And go back and forth, taking cat dog tilts. Tabletop position. So neutral spine. With your inhale, take your right arm out to the side and up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, thread the needle. Right arm under your left, shoulder taps the floor. Inhale, right arm out and up towards the ceiling. And exhale, thread the needle. And so move back and forth on your own. Good. Move at the pace at which you breathe. And so in our practice, this is something that we call vinyasa, linking your breath and your movement together. Good. Thread and then hold the next time you thread. Good. Your hand could stay, left hand on the floor for support, or reach your left hand forward off the front edge of your mat. And if you reach your left arm forward, press your left hand into the mat and stretch both sitting bones back towards the back of the room. Draw your front ribs into center and expand and breathe through your mid-back. Welcome to class, Wendy. Okay. Blow all the air completely out. Then plant your left hand, inhale your right arm high. Tabletop position. So we'll switch sides. With the inhale, your left arm goes up and out. Exhale, thread the needle. And then move back and forth on your own. Take your time and really come into this sense of feeling yourself as you move. So there might be a quality of seeing yourself move with your eyes, seeing your hand move from one position to the other. And then on that inner, the internal, that inner space, feel the feeling of your muscles moving, the feeling of your joints moving. Come into that felt inner sense. Thread the needle and hold it. Good. Right arm can stretch forward. And press down through your right hand. Lift up through your front ribs and stretch back through both sitting bones. The intention this morning will be to operate at full capacity. And so even with your breath now, feel into the full capacity of your lungs, the front, the back, the sides. Take a full breath in. Blow all the air out. Plant your right hand back to the earth. Inhale your left arm high. Hands to the floor, tabletop. Tuck your knees or tuck your toes into the mat. Take a breath in. Then lift your knees, downward facing dog. Yep, you can bend one knee, bend the other knee. Just get a sense, even an inner sense of just the quality of your legs, your feet this morning. Feel where things are tight. Feel where things are open. And then look up at the top of your mat, step up. Inhale, lift halfway, create a long spine, and exhale, fold. Okay. Feet on 12 o'clock. Heels a little bit wider so that they land right behind your middle 3 toes. And then press the center of each heel down into the floor. Put some weight in the big toe mound of each foot. And from the press of each foot, and you could even be moving and swaying, and still this sense of your feet grounding down into the floor through each heel, through each big toe, and from the pressing down, pull the pit of your belly up towards your spine. Take a full breath in, blow all the air out, root down through your feet, come rolling up to stand, extended mountain pose. Reach your arms up, take a full breath in, and exhale, hands to heart center. 3 ohms. Inhale. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up, flat back. Plant your palms, step back, high to low, push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Full breath in. Blow all the air out. And then move your feet up to your hands. Right away, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Extended mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway, lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last breath in. Blow all the air out. Move your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more in. Empty all the way. Step or float. Feet up to hands. Halfway lifts. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Vinyasa. Breathe in as you reach high. Fold. Blow all the air out. Lift halfway up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. So you're taking your breathing off autopilot and you're creating your breath and your movement together on purpose. Take a full breath in. Blow all the air out. Feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Lift up through the pelvis to the crown. Forward fold. Lift halfway up. Press the top of your head forward. Low push up. This is chaturanga. Upward facing dog. downward facing dog. 2 breaths, one more Sane. Dive right back into your breathing. Full breath in, blow it out, step or float feet forward. Halfway lift, forward fold. Extended mountain pose, reach high, forward fold. Halfway lift up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. So at your full capacity, let yourself get a little bit breathless. It's okay. Take a full breath in, blow all the air out, feet to your hands. Halfway lift, fold, chair pose. Sit your hips back, forward fold. Halfway lift up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side warrior 1. Step your right foot to your right thumb, reach, hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog, down dog, left foot steps, warrior 1, reach high, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths, and any one of them could be a sigh. Nice, breathe in, blow all the air out, feet to your hands. Half, fold. Chair, Utkatasana, fold. Halfway lift up, low push up. Up dog, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior 1. So with the inhale, reach up, low push up. Up dog, downward facing dog, left side warrior 1. An inhale to your fullest capacity, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. And in the 2 breaths, what you need to give up, get rid of, in order to show up at your fullest capacity. Step your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, fold. Halfway lift, flat back, low push up. Upward dog, downward dog, right side flows. Warrior 1, low push up, chaturanga. Flow up, press back, left side goes, warrior 1, full breath in, low push up, blow it out. Up dog, downward facing dog. Down dog, big breath in, clear the air out. Really good. Bring your big toes together to touch. Slide out to high plank. Spin your heels to the right, side plank. Good. Flex your ankles. So maybe your bottom knee's on the floor. Maybe your both legs are straight. Either way, pull your toes up towards your shins and squeeze the muscles of your legs up your leg bones towards your core. Good. Take a full breath in. Hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Bring your big toes together to touch. High plank. Spin your heels to the left, side plank. Vashisthasana. Good. Take 2 more breaths. And in those 2 breaths, legs all the way on. Lights all the way up. Full breath in. Hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Down dog. From down dog, come out high plank. High plank position. Lift your right foot off the floor. Take a breath in, just like slightly off the floor. Right knee to your right elbow. Come back to high plank. Left knee, left elbow. Come back to high plank. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Plank. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Plank. So we'll do 1 more each side. Right knee, right elbow. Plank. Left knee, left elbow. Plank. Good. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step your right foot to your right thumb, crescent lunge. Good. Reach your arms up, take a full breath in, hands to heart, tip and twist to the right side. Good. Reach your back heel towards the back of the room and stretch the top of your head forward towards the top edge of the wall in front of you. So you're getting as much length from your heel to your crown as you can get. Breath in, blow all the air out. Inhale up, crescent lunge, and open up warrior two. Create your foundation at your full capacity. And so take the longest lunge that you have access to, and then stretch your front knee forward to fill up the foundation you created. Good. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Lift your front toes up off the floor. Exhale, bend your back knee, coming into Skandasana. So you'll push your butt back behind you, and you're lifting the whole sole of that front foot off the floor. So it's really not just the toes. Yeah, your whole foot lifts up. Can you hug your toes up towards your shin powerfully? So really pull your toes up. Squeeze your front leg straight. So you're hugging the kneecap up towards the hip. And now set your hips back. So like, Jem, can you push your butt back towards Kelly? Yeah. And then Gabby, push Gracie. Oh no, I knew it was a G. I saw you looking at me like, are you gonna get it? Push your butt back towards Jem. So your torso is gonna go parallel to the floor. There it goes. Yeah, and so you're gonna hit some inner thigh, right? So pull your toes up, set your hips back, take a full breath in, blow all the air out. Warrior two, come right back up. Extended side angle. Arm inside your front thigh. So even if you put your forearm to your thigh, straighten your arm just a little bit so that you're catching some of your inner knee with your arm. And then use your arm to guide your front inner knee forward towards the front of the room as you hug your front thigh bone back towards your pelvis. That's it. Now 2 breaths right there. Looks really good. Take 1 more breath in. 2 hands to the floor, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open your mouth. Good. High plank. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. High plank. Left knee, left elbow. High plank. Right knee, right elbow. High plank. Left knee, left elbow. So 1 more time each side. Plank. Right knee. Plank. Left knee. Plank. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Deep breath out. Left foot to your left thumb, crescent lunge. Reach all the way up. Take 1 big breath in. Hands to heart, tip forward, and spin to the left. Good. Iron out the length from your back heel all the way up through the top of your head. And as your heel and your head move away from each other, create length on both sides of your body. Breath in, blow it out, crescent lunge, warrior two. Okay. Likely to find that you can open your base up more. I aim for where my knee is slightly behind my heel. And so now I have something to stretch for. So as I'm back here, now I stretch my knee forward. And what I'll focus on is not my hips going down. So see if you can keep your pelvis right where it's at and stretch your knee from there. So different than kind of collapsing down into your joints, feel like that you're really stretching out across your pelvis. Good. Inhale, straighten your front leg, lift your front foot up, bend your back knee, push your butt back, torso parallel to the floor, Skandasana. Good. Press your right heel, the back heel into the floor, and keep pushing the capacity to send your butt back behind you into the space behind you. Breath in, Blow it out. Warrior 2, extended side angle. Good. Keep stretching out into the capacity through your inner thighs. Front inner knee forward. Front femur bone, pull it back towards your pelvis. Nice, Sarah. Take a full breath in. 2 hands to the floor, low push-up. Really good. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Blow it out. Move your feet up to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Twist to the right side. And so similar to that Skandasana, press your hips way back behind you. Stretch your head forward away from your hips. Chair pose, breathe in, twist to the left side. And even as you land and you're like, okay, that's as far as I can go. Stretch your looking and stretch your expectations. So what would it take to get your hips to go further back? For me, I have to lift my toes up and really start to move weight back into my heels. Take a full breath in, stay for the out, chair pose, reach high, and fold, fingers to toes, forward fold. Crow pose. Good. Squeeze your knees into your arms. Press your arms back out into your knees. Take a full breath in right here. Feet to the back of your mat, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Clear it out. Exhale. Step or float, feet to hands. Halfway lift up. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Eagle right side. Set your drishti at full capacity. And that might not even mean like full intensity. Full capacity being that you can see the full visual spectrum that you have access to. And so it might mean that you soften your eyes so you get your full visual field. Good. Step down, reach up, breathe in. Left side eagle pose. Set your eyes to that point and create your eyes in a way that you can see what's happening on the left of you and you can see what's happening on the right of you, but your eyes are still at one point. And then step down, reach up, breathe in. Catch your hips with your hands. Lift your right leg up, standing single leg raise. Okay. Take your leg to the right. Flick your eyes and look at a spot on the left side of you. Good. Relax your right hip down to be level with your left hip. Good. Come back to center, hug your right knee to your chest. Airplane pose. Good. Flex your back ankle to point your back toes down. Your back inner thigh spins in towards the middle of your body and up towards the ceiling. So like Jordan, keep turning up through your back. That's it, inner thigh. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a big breath in. Half moon. Left hand to a block. Right arm towards the sky. Take your back foot towards the wall you can see. So towards the direction, the right long side of your mat, until you can feel length on the front and the back side of your spine. Take a full breath in, stretch from heel to crown, and then 2 feet to the floor. Fold all the way down, all the way down. Take one breath in. Listen close. Lift your left leg up, standing split. Left leg up, standing split. So opportunity for handstand hops here. So if you want to plant your hands and hop your standing foot up off the floor, that's it. So your top leg, the lifted leg, as straight as you can get it to go. It's like a ballast. And your bottom foot, little hops. You might be able to stick it. Really good. Take one more breath, maybe one more hop. And then land, right foot down. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Drop your back knee down, low lunge. You'll walk your hands up onto your front thigh. So you're up here. And from here, come up out of the lunge for a moment. Lift the front of your pelvis up to your belly button. Keep that. Then go back down. You find you probably won't go as low, but you'll feel a lot more sensation and stretch to the front of your right hip, which is what you're looking for. You can stay here or bend your back knee. Reach back with the same side arm, it's your left arm, and catch the top of your back ankle. So Gracie, try the other side. So your left hand. Yeah. Press your left shin back into your hand and lean your chest forward away from that foot. You're going to take 2 more breaths. Good. Hands to the top of your mat. Step your back foot up, forward fold. Take a full breath in. Blow all the air out. And then press down through your feet. Come up to stand. Catch your hips. Standing leg raised left side. Sometimes you don't even know what you did, and you're finding yourself back at the beginning. And just know that all that you show up for is just this one pose. Take your leg out to the left. Turn your eyes, look out to the right. Relax your left hip. And as you do that, feel your left hip drop down away from your left rib cage. So the left side of your waist, like the wrinkles kind of drop out. Good. Come back to center. Hug your left knee up. Airplane pose, kick back. As you kick, focus on your lifted inner thigh, leading the way to take your leg up. So you're internally rotating your lifted leg. Good. Kelly, keep turning your back. That's it. You'll feel your inner thighs heat up. Bring your hands to heart center, half moon. Keep the internal rotation of your lifted leg. So the temptation is to externally rotate. What you want to do is continue to internally rotate your top leg, and it's your hips that work the stack. Your left hip goes up and over your right with your top leg internally rotating. And what you'll feel, what I feel, is this integration of muscle to bone that gives me a lot more sense of my pelvis and what my pelvis can do, rather than my top leg kind of opening and getting floppy and disconnected. Take one more breath in. Good. 2 feet to the floor, fold. You're going to want this one breath. Get a breath in, blow it out, and then lift your right leg up into the air, standing split. Same thing. So the tendency is the external rotation, right? Internally rotate your lifted leg. So those toes point down, and then you can stay with the split or take some hops. If you're just starting to play with handstand, getting this internal rotation of that leg is going to be a key action that will transform your capability. Bend this knee a little more and really like that. So really get that sense of the muscles integrating your legs into your pelvis. Good. Give it one more hop, one more breath, and then left foot down, step your right foot back, low lunge. Good. Lift the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. Keep that as you take your pelvis down and forward. Yep, you can stay or you can catch your back ankle. So you can like pull the ankle in. That's a thing you could do. But what I like to do better is kick my shin back and lean my chest forward, because you get this really nice stretch up through the front side of your right hip, your chest, as opposed to everything on the back side kind of crunching or collapsing. Good. Take a full breath in, then hands to the top of your mat, step your right foot forward. Breath in, breath out. If you're using a Stratford dancer, grab it now. And on the inhale, come on up. So standing bow or dancer pose on the right side. Bend your right knee. Catch the inside of your right ankle. Good. Flip your hand the other way. So this way. Yeah. And then kick your right shin back and stretch your chest forward. So the same action principle you just played with in that last lunge. Create space. Shin to the back, heart to the forward. Take a full breath in and 2 feet to the floor. Left side, dancer pose or standing bow. I always think that each pose is like a game. You're playing a game inside the pose. And the game here is how much space can I put between my shin and my chest. Good. Soften your upper back forward into the back of your heart. Breath in, and then step down. Really good. 2 feet at the top of your mat, tree pose. Right foot to your left inner thigh. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Press your left thigh into your right foot. Then hug your standing inner thigh, zip that up through the pelvis to your crown. Change sides. Good. Press down for your standing big toe mound. Press your foot and thigh together, hug in, and then lift all the way up. Good. 2 feet to the top of your mat. With the inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose, forward fold. Halfway lift, low push up. Upward facing dog. You're flowing through downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, triangle pose. A tall block to the outside of your right ankle. Press your front big toe mound into the floor. Yeah. Deep breaths, deep breaths. From your arms and legs, hug in to the center of your body. From the center of your body, stretch out to your fullest capacity, fullest arm span, fullest leg span. Breath in, blow all the air out. Come up to stand, 10 toes face the left long side of your mat. Fold, side facing, wide-legged forward fold. Good. Hands to the floor. Keep both feet on the floor to start. Bend your back knee, so it's your left knee. The knee towards the back edge of your mat. So you're coming back into Skandasana. Different than the first foot position that we did. Lift the outer edge of your foot up, and your sole will face the front edge of your mat. So you'll feel it's a different spot, right? Look up at the front real quick. And maybe this doesn't work for your body, and that's okay if that's true, but give it a try where the inner arch stays, the outer edge of the foot lifts, your front leg stays strong and straight, and you're pressing your sitting bones back behind you. Yeah. Give it one more breath. And then come back up to center, turn to the front, lizard lunge. So right foot to the long right side of your mat. Hands inside your front foot. Drop your back knee down. Good. Front knee over your front heel. So you'll take that. That's it, Cal. Good. And then turn your front toes out to 2 o'clock. Am I saying it right? I always have to do this. Yep, 2 o'clock. Beautiful. Hands inside your front thigh. Stay or reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. You'll notice when your right arm goes up, the stretch in your left hip becomes a bit more. And then you can stay here or bend your back knee, reach back, catch the top of your back ankle, kick your shin back, and lean your chest forward. So different than cranking back. Like Tina, lean your chest towards me here. Yeah. So as you kick, your chest goes forward. Let your arm be pulled back, but your chest keeps moving forward away from your shin. You might feel more of the stretch. Good. Take one more breath in. 2 hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Blow it out. Step your left foot forward, triangle pose. From your extremities, hug into your core. Front ribs in, pit of the belly up and in. And from your core, shine all the way out in all directions. And so that no part of you, to the best of your ability, collapses. So even here. Good. Pull your left belly up towards your chest. So keep scooping up through here. Yeah. And now lengthen here. Breath in. Breath out. Press your feet down. Come all the way up to stand. 10 toes face the right long side of your mat. Fold. Hands to the floor. Create a long spine, horizontal to the earth. And then bend your back knee. So this time it's your right knee. Keep your foot on the floor to start. And then as you get back into the Skandasana, lift the outer edge of your foot up. The sole of your foot pointing towards the front. And one of the tricks here, it can kind of be I can't quite get the foot up, is really flex. Yeah. Now pull this part up. So not this part so much, it's this, the baby toe starts to come this way. Yes, like that. Pull the baby toe up towards your outer knees. This part curls up. Yeah. Yeah. So there could come a day where both your legs can go out to the side and your feet are like this on the floor. They're called, I forget what they're called actually. Take a breath in. Middle splits, that's what they're called. Blow it out. I knew it would come to me. Come on up to center, turn forward, lizard pose. Toes to 10 o'clock, front toes. So as your toes turn, let your knee fall out to the side. There will be that natural desire for the knee to go out. Let that go. And then stay. Left hand can go up, or left hand can catch back for the right shin. Really good. Lean your chest forward. And if you've got your shin, you'll kick your shin back. That's good. And then, Bob, keep bringing your chest this way. That's it. Okay, Jem, bring your chest this way. So yes, like that. Take a breath in. 2 hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Open your mouth, let it go. And then slide out high plank. Lower all the way down to the floor. Floor bow. Bend your knees. Can be one side at a time if you'd like. Reach back, catch the top of your ankles. Pause. And in the pause, draw the front of your pelvis forward towards your belly button. Seal your core. Now kick your shin bones back. The tendency, the temptation is to use your back muscles to lift up. Instead, kick your shins back and use your leg muscles to lift up. Relax your chest forward. Breath in, lower it all the way down. Wag your tail, windshield up your legs, one time each side. And then set it up, second set or second side, bend your knees. Pause to draw the front of your pelvis forward towards your belly button, and then kick your shins back. So chest leaning forward as your shins go back. The key to healthy back bends is length. The arc will happen by itself. That's passive. Create length. Really good. Big breath in and lower it all the way down. Windshield wiper, sway side to side. And then plant your hands beside your bottom rib. Press up to tabletop. Cat dog tilts. Heart forward. Tuck your chin, belly up. One more time. And then from the cat, walk your hands up your thighs and set up for camel pose. So hands to your butt. Your hands could remain on the floor behind you. Kind of the way I've been taking it lately is back here. Working a lot of what we've been working. Front of the pelvis up to your belly button. Push your shins down and lift your chest up. A lot of the poses we do, you are essentially doing the same thing in every pose. It's just a different position. That's it, Sarah. Now drive your shins down, pubic bone to your navel, and your chest up and away from the floor. Take a breath in. Blow it out. If your hips are up, you can sit down. If you're in the upright, lift your chest up. Downward facing dog, press back. And then second set, camel. Stick with the hands down. You can go back up into the high version. You can either look at your chest as you come up. That's one version for your neck. Or you can let your head drop back. Drive your hands into the floor if they're there. Drive the top of your feet, your shins, and your knees all down into the floor. Breath in. Breath out. Sit down or chest up. Downward facing dog, press back. Big breath into your fullest capacity and blow the air out. And then look at your hands, step or float to a seat. Lie onto your back. Good. Bridge pose. Bend your knees, plant your feet, lift your hips up. Deep breaths. Press your shins forward. Your access is, Kelly, take your feet wider, and Bob, take your feet wider, like 2 to 3 inches wider. And then everyone, take your feet 1 inch more forward. And so you can feel that your feet are under your knees. Most of you have a very tight foundation. Take up more length between your shoulders and your feet. Now lift your 10 toes up. So that action, your shins, that's what's going to move your shins forward. So it's almost like, think that you're going to pick up the front of your foot off the floor and use that action to pull your shins forward. Good, Sarah. As your shins go forward, stretch your chest towards your chin. Your hips don't have to go any higher. They might go higher, but they don't have to. And get as long from shin to heart as you can get. Stay right here, or set your hands for a wheel pose. Hands wide and deep outside your shoulders. And on the inhale, press up if it's wheel. So whether it's wheel or bridge, press your shins towards the front and your chest towards the back. Breath in, tuck your chin, come all the way down. I'm going to do 3 more of those. Breath in, clear it out, and then set up, bridge your wheel, and come back up. Chest towards the back. Breath in, tuck your chin, come all the way down. A breath on the floor. And then set up, bridge your wheel, come up. Got chest back. And feel the temptation for your shins to go with you. Keep your shins going forward, your chest going back. Big breath in, come all the way down. Last one. Get a breath in and a breath out. Pause for a moment, and then come on up, go longer. So take your whole upper body this way. So come down for a second. Come all the way down to the floor. They're going to be all right. Take yourself all the way back here. So your head is like here. Nope. So like your whole body flat on the floor, scooch back this way. That's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. Now keep your feet there. Come on up. Stay longer. Don't let your feet tuck back under you. Yeah. There you go. 2 more breaths. Take 1 more breath in and come all the way down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Set your eyes and feel yourself at your fullest capacity. For me, when I hit this part of the practice, it just feels like all the lights in the house are turned all the way up to full blast. You can feel like the bioelectric current across your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Just the hum of life. Good. Dead bug pose. Get in touch at this one moment with that sense of the life that animates your form. Something that you can feel. And even if it's just in one small part of your body right now, maybe it's one hand or one foot, that sense of warmth, vitality. Okay, release your feet, stretch your legs up towards the ceiling, sit on your hands. Okay, take a breath in with the breath out, pull the pit of your belly down towards your lower back and pin it. Then take a breath in and lower your right foot to hover. Breath in, switch sides. Breath in, switch sides. Breath in, switch sides. Breath in, switch sides. So keep going. You have 30 seconds. And there's a lot of things that you can look to, set your drishti on as like, where am I going with this? And I like to look for heat, and I like to look for feeling the aliveness of my body. So what pace can you move at where you can feel your body is the most alive? Like too slow, it kind of dulls down. Too fast, everything tightens up. So where is that perfect pace where life flows? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs up. Take a breath in. Lower your legs a third of the way down. Take a breath in. You could stay here or lower your feet a little bit more. Take a breath in. Stay or lower a little bit more, and then look up. Good. Belly towards your spine. And that might mean you bend your knees a little bit to get that. Good. Legs up. Big breath in. Hug your knees down into your chest. Ha. Catch behind your thighs. Rock and roll forward and back. 1, 2, 3. On the third one, boat pose. Good. Start with your feet on the floor. Feet down. Catch the back of your thighs. This is a nice way to start. As you catch your thighs, you're going to lean off your thighs and drop back a little bit. So let your arms go straight, drop back, relax your hips. So your arms are making it that your hips don't have to do any work right now, right? So let your upper body relax back. Let your belly drop back into your body and press the top of your head up. Now from that relaxed position, lift one leg. Relax that hip as much as you can, and then lift the next leg. Stay relaxed. Let your thighs drop into the back of your pelvis, and then see if you can let go. So if that becomes too grippy, come back here. So if everything tightens up in your hips, go back to just holding your thighs. Good. Take 2 more breaths. Really good. 1 more breath in. Cross your shins, plant your hands, downward facing dog. Half pigeon on the right side. Breathe and be in this pose, in this one moment, to your fullest capacity. Double pigeon, left shin on top. Long spine. If you feel your spine rounding, put your hands behind you. Lean back into your hands and use that press to lift your chest up. Keep the length. Good, Sarah. Plant your hands at the top of your mat, downward facing dog. Left side half pigeon. Not looking for anything in particular. Sometimes looking for something in particular actually closes down our capacity for creativity or curiosity or discovery. And so open up. Curiosity is a good access point for that, to your fullest capacity in this pose. Feel it all, both feet, both legs, both hips, your chest and belly, the whole part of your spine, back of your spine, your right shoulder, your left shoulder, all 10 of your fingertips, your eyeballs, your nose, your mouth, your tongue, your teeth, your throat, your neck. When you get a sense of how much you could be aware of, you get a sense of how tight and minimal your awareness has been. Breathe deep. Yeah, and be there in your fullest capacity. Double pigeon, right shin on top. And learning how to be in my body that way through this practice has empowered me. Like, I can be in front of any teacher, brand new teacher, super experienced teacher, And still I have this teacher that's constantly showing me where to go, what I can do. And the person who's up at front is giving suggestions. And ultimately, it's this, my body, that's telling me where is the right spot to go on any particular day. Good. Uncross your legs, straighten your right leg forward, left foot to your right thigh, seated single leg extension. Draw your right sitting bone back behind you, then fold over your right foot. Then listen deep. There'll be the most obvious sensation. There'll be one that just calls your attention. Can you spread your attention out to its fullest capacity? And then switch sides. And when your attention is like this at its fullest capacity, you gain a sense of what isn't there but could be there. Could there be more room in the back of my leg? Could I have more mobility in my hip? What would be possible if I had more length in my spine? Good. Sit all the way up, tabletop, reverse tabletop. Good. Fingers face the front of the mat. Yeah, internally rotate your arms. So this transformed my shoulders. I had a lot of shoulder issues happening with yoga until I got this, that when your arms are behind you, you want them spinning in. So fingers point forward. Now really drive down. Roll your arms into center tight. Now send your chest up. Yeah. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, blow it out, and sit all the way down. Lie back, legs high, waterfall or shoulder stand. You're welcome. Plow pose. If you're in headstand or handstand, take child. Plow pose, feet towards the back of the mat behind your head, the floor behind your head. You can go here from waterfall too. It's not something only reserved for shoulder stand. And if you're in waterfall and plow doesn't feel right, hug your knees to your chest. And then from plow, bend your knees to your ears, deaf yogi. Breathe into the full capacity of the back side of your body. Your back ribs, the space between your shoulder blades, the back, the space like around your lower back, your QL. And then if you have a block underneath, plant your feet, slide the block out. Everyone else roll down onto your back. Hug your knees to your chest, drop your knees right. Supine twists. And then switch sides, supine twist the other way. Feeling how like the pushing or the forcing, it gives you something, but not everything. With the whole is the goal and your fullest capacity available to you. Take the pose in a way where you have access to the fullness and the aliveness of your whole body. And then come back to center, Supta Baddha Konasana. There's a cool eye tail in the upper corner of your mat. For some of you, it's the left. For some of you, it's the right. Then get settled. And once you're settled, take a deep breath in. Blow it out through your mouth. And then straighten your legs, Shavasana. And hug your knees into your chest. And then roll to your side, please. Drop in all the way in. Every cell of your body drops in to the floor. And feel, even in total stillness, the full capacity of being that you have access to right here. From that, press up to a seat. And take a full seat. Bring your hands to heart center. Lift up through your spine. Roll your shoulders up and back away from your ears. And together, take a deep breath in. And blow it out. One Om at full capacity. Inhale. Lift your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead. Take a breath in. And together we say Namaste. Great job today. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Kathy and Wendy, thanks for tuning in from home. Good to see you both. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay dry. I mean, good luck with that. And I'll be back on Sunday next weekend. So I typically teach, most of you are usually in my classes to some capacity. I teach the 10 a.m. on Sundays. So 90-minute, if you want a little bit more juice, go a little bit deeper in the poses, that's the perfect slot for that. See you, Wendy. Bye, Kathy.